Hello everyone, my name is Olivia and I read law at Cambridge. Today I'm going to teach you how to think like an Oxbridge academic. How do you answer a university level law problem? Using the real and pesque techniques, I will show you how to answer a past interview question for Oxbridge Law. So, this is the question. Do you think courts are like theatres? Well, that's an interesting question, especially given the past few months and how COVID-19 has impacted both courts and theatres. Having kept an eye on the news and the progression of lockdown, it's clear from Matt Hancock that he won't open theatres anytime soon. But the courts are open, which indicates a level of social importance attributed to courts, which is not attributed to theatres. This can of course be explained by the political implications of a backlog of cases in courts. Whether the cases concern criminal, family, or civil law, there are huge consequences at hand, and they concern the everyday lives of everyday people. In this way, clearly theatres are not like courts. While they're a great way to socialise, relax, and learn about experiences you might not have had yourself, they don't hold the gravity which courts necessitate. However, I think the question of whether courts are like theatres is much more nuanced than that. There is a certain level of drama inherent in courts, which can parallel shows at the theatre. During my time on mini pupilages, I shadowed fantastic barristers who had to capture the attention of and win over the judge, and in some cases, they also had to win over members of the jury. So this aspect of drama and audience becomes even clearer when you consider huge criminal trials which are widely reported on and allow for a massive public gallery. In the Thompson and Venables case back in 1997, for example, which infamously involved the killers of 2-year-old Jamie Bulger, the British population became the audience of the trial. In fact, a leading newspaper published a poll asking the British public whether life should mean life. This showcases a similar level of crowd input, which would have been present in public hangings in the past, for example. And historians have detailed how these public hangings were treated in the same way as outings to the theatre at the time. Clearly, this sensationalism of certain cases has lived on. In this way, courts and the theatre, at their most basic, share huge similarities. In both, those on stage, whether they're counsel or actors, must tell a story and earn a certain level of sympathy from an audience. So, while the consequences of decisions made at court far outweigh those in theatres, the same skill sets and level of intrigue are very much present in both. And that's how you keep your answer real. My name is Olivia, and I've just taught you how to think like an Oxbridge academic.